So if you're working inside of Hops tool and you have like say a smart box and you want to just apply things and get out of there, that's what SmartApply is for. For example, we have our smart box here, which is in here with box cutter, just doing some cuts, you know, the usual stuff, H and wireframe mode, because 2.83 is making the shading look a little different at the time. But we're just cutting things out, and here we are with our box in Hops tool. And we can still modify things as well and just have some fun here. However, for the most part, we are ready to apply things and actually get out of here. I mean, we can, of course, play with the dots, but SmartApply was intended to be kind of an escape system for users who are wanting to, say, just get this stuff out to another program, because you probably don't want all these modifiers on there whenever you're trying to dice and deform it, right? So that's what SmartApply is for. So if you press Q and you go under SmartApply, it will actually apply things just like you would want, without applying the last bevel, which would add a lot of geometry, and the weighted normal, which will force normals onto your model, which is something that normally we don't recommend. So I'll press Control Z and actually undo that so we get our model back the way that we had it. And another interesting thing about SmartApply is if we Shift deduplicate, you can hover over SmartApply and you can see that there's actually a shift click mode where it actually does everything that left click does, except the opposite of leaving those modifiers behind. It actually takes them away. So if we shift click that, we've now applied everything, and so we're just left with this model, and we'll just get in here and just do a little bit of cutting and separation. And right here, we'll just insert a cube, and under Boolean options, we'll choose intersection, which will leave us only this. And we can actually select these corners, bevel them, select the whole shape, press Inset, and press Q, go under modifier S for solidify, and just press 2 to push that both in and out. And just like that, we've created a quick plating. So it's something that I'm still working on. However, if you do want to experiment with it, just know that that's something under SmartApply that you can experiment with. Same along with converting a face into a curve, which we have our plane here, and I'm just going to bevel it. And if we go under SmartApply and just control click it, you can see me convert that into a curve, which is also useful. But SmartApply is something that I want to actually take on the work that C# can. C# used to specifically apply modifiers and allow you to continue. SmartApply, I want to continue that, but I want it to be smarter than C# ever was. C# was basically supposed to be an extension of Sharpen. However, it became this beast of its own and became harder and harder to keep within the same ray as Sharpen. So as a result, they've been simplified and consolidated, what SmartApply being basically carrying on where C# left off. And so right here you can see this whole model full of modifiers. We use SmartApply, no holds barred, applied everything, and we can still just get in here and just start cutting. In fact, if we want to get real hops with it, we can by just bringing in this, selecting these two, and holding control for the hops dots where we can select cut. Sometimes I forget to use the hops dots, but that was something that was added especially on my request in the last version, is the ability to use dots. However, I do see that we may want to put a black background on here in order to ensure that these are always readable. So as always, our work is never done.